In this video, we're going to look at how to analyze slug test data using the Bouwer and Rice method. From the File menu, I'm going to go to the example data sets, and I'm going to choose example 3. From the View menu, I'm going to choose Bouwer and Rice graphical. This displays a graph of the data on a semi-log graph, and a best fit line is drawn through the data. Calculations are displayed in these text boxes. You can click and drag the text boxes to reposition them. You have a lot of options for how you want to fit the best fit line to your data. At the bottom of the right and left corners of the screen, I can add and remove data points from the beginning and end of the test. Excluded data points are shown in this gray circle, so those are not included in the best fit calculations, and I can add them back in with the other button. I can also remove them from the beginning of the test. One thing to note is in this case, as I remove them from the beginning of the test, the maximum head ratio of 1 is being recalculated. I will explain what that means in a second. Let's go to the Options menu and go to Graph Options. Here we have some options. I can show late values not included in the best fit calculations, and I can show early values not included in the best fit calculations. And then this option, recalculate head ratio with each adjustment of data, is what resets the head ratio to 1 every time I remove data points from the beginning of the test. So if I uncheck this box and I start excluding data points from the beginning of the test, it is not recalculating the head ratio every time I remove a data point. It's keeping the original one, it's just changing the way the line fits. Which way is better really depends on your personal judgment and how you want to fit the line to the data. Let's look at another example. From the File menu, I'm going to go to Example Datasets, and I'm going to select Erratic Field Data. Super Slug automatically calculates which time measurement should be the start of the slug test. That is the time measurement at which the displacement is the maximum. We can see that here. At trial number 2, the adjusted time is 0, and the displacement is at its maximum, and the head ratio is calculated to be 1 at that time measurement. From the Options menu, I can go to Graph Options, and if I look at this first trial, it's 2. That is the value determined automatically by Super Slug. Maybe that value is not correct, and I want to change it. If I change it to 5, you can see that now the adjusted time starts at trial measurement 5 with 0, and the head ratio is calculated to be 1 at time measurement 5. This can affect the calculations of your slug test, but it's an option that you may want to use in certain situations.